y'all, I'm Sallie.
And I'm Allyn.
And we're Sal and Al,
the Wool Slayers.
Welcome, episode 41.
Hey y'all.
It's the turquoise episode, apparently. I am totally down with that.
Oh yeah, me too.
I have new bangs, so forgive me for like being all like.
I love them though.
There's a learning curve. And we are at Allyn's house, and we are recording. First time ever recording on a weekend.
Yeah.
It feels so weird.
It does.
Yeah. So, but this one can't stop traveling the world.
No.
So, we are squeezing in an episode.
Yeah.
Before she leaves for her, what is it called?
Lambs on the Run.
Lambs on the Run in Italy.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. So this is the last time we record before Fiberfest too.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were going to Fiberfest, look for me, not this one.
No.
I've
already placed orders with Sallie.
Yeah, I'll be there probably all 3 days, for sure Friday. And then hopefully the podcaster meetup on Saturday, we'll see. I don't know, we have soccer. And then I usually take Amelia on Sundays, but we'll see. We shall see.
I know. I'm super sad about missing it. It's my first one in like 10 years that I've
Yeah,
missed.
but it's worth it.
It is. Oh yeah, totally.
But it is kind of like, oh man.
I know. But I will say, East Texas Fiber Festival has a ton of vendors now.
Yeah, we're gonna have
to go. A lot
to
of them are also at DFW Fiber Fest. So I'm for sure going to East Texas Fiber Festival.
I'm hoping we make a girls trip.
Mm-hmm. It would be so much fun.
We gotta recruit some friends.
I know my mom wants to go, so.
Totally.
But that's in November.
Yeah.
And it's going to be in Canton, Texas, which is just east of Dallas, about an hour. It's an hour from my house. It might be a little longer.
Yeah, I was like,
your house.
Feels way longer to me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So.
So I know that we have at least one viewer who's going to Lambs on the Run.
Really?
I can't remember. It wasn't Bobby. Was it Texas Pearl? No. I'm gonna have to look
How
at
did
it.
you know that?
They commented. I'm going too. And
what?
But I'm horrible with names.
And I'm horrible with social media. So where did they comment? On YouTube or?
No, it was a while ago.
Oh my God, that's so exciting.
Yes.
Well, I'll get to see her.
I could swear. I would swear that someone was like, I'm going too. And now I'm like, did I dream that? Did you ever do that? Where you're like, that happened, right?
That would be so fun.
It's been a week, you guys. I've had a rough week.
Oh, I know.
We'll talk about it later. Okay. So that is all.
Ravelry.
The chatter.
Instagram. All those.
Oh.
Because we forgot last time.
You can find me, Farrah Fawcett. I am Sallie Wren on Ravelry.
And I'm Allyn Loves Yarn. Allyn.
And I'm Sallie.
Mm-hmm.
/ Farrah.
Oh, that's so funny. I never thought about that. I have the Y and you have the IE.
I know.
I
know. And people want to spell my name with a Y so bad. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, sorry. Talk to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, Wool Slayers Podcast. Facebook, Sal and Al the Wool Slayers. Mm-hmm. If you are going to Camp Wool Slayers, check out the Facebook group because one of our vendors, Nurse Kimber Knits, has posted like a, hey, what are you interested in me bringing kind of poll. Mm-hmm. So that would be super helpful for her.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I keep looking to the side because I didn't bring my notebook. My security blanket is not here. So I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Okay.
And
should we talk about knitting?
Yeah.
Okay. What were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say that brings us into fails.
Yes, that does bring us into fails. Oh, and stay tuned. We have a review of a ebook, like a, what would you call it? It's an ebook.
It's a design, like I would use it for designing something.
Yes. So stay tuned. We have a review.
Yeah.
Woo woo. Fails. Do you have one?
No.
Me either.
Yay! Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
That's
we are so awesome with this knitting thing. Okay. So, did you finish something?
What did I finish?
I don't know. Did you happen to finish something
that is this sweater
massive and turquoise and like the turquoise elephant in the room right now?
Right? Oh my
gosh. I love it so much, you guys. That's so cute. We're going to post pictures and we're going to remember to take the pictures this time.
We will.
We always lie and say, we'll post pictures and then we don't. Because this is not doing it justice.
It's not just, it doesn't. But this is what's amazing is this is all, I mean, look how tall it is. But it folds so nicely.
So,
but, oh my God, you're right.
I want to make one.
If I had it out
yeah.
and I got cold, I could
oh my God, you're little Teal Riding Hood right now. Giving me all the Teal Riding Hood vibes.
Right.
I am here for it.
It is so cozy comfortable.
It's so flattering. I want to make one.
It is. And you know what? Like, I always worry that big sweaters are going to be bulky on my big frame. And so...
Big frame,
well, I'm not petite. I mean, I'm normal.
Okay.
I'm normal. But I'm not...
Don't talk to me, who has lost almost 100 pounds, about your big frame. Okay?
Okay.
Shut it.
But I'm not petite. Like,
okay,
when
you're not a waif.
Something,
you're not a waif. Yes.
Right, exactly.
But it's very, very cute.
Thank you.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
the
it.
back, the way it like drapes the skirting, for lack of it. Oh my God, it's so stinking cute. I want one really bad. I think it's just the perfect sweater.
I think so too. Yeah. Yes, and I did end up with 3/4 length sleeves.
Did you run out of yarn?
I ran out of yarn. I literally, I took
Scraps.
it so far that like I actually had to, when I started the bind off on one of them, I ran out, and so I had to like on the second one, I had to go back and like take out a row.
Oh my God! I love the sleeves. I think they're perfect.
I think
if they were longer, you would be constantly pulling them up.
Probably, unless they were like super long.
Yeah.
And I wasn't getting to that. So
I love it.
It was really good yarn management for me to do 2 at a time sleeves.
Yes.
And I think I'm going to do that again on another sweater that we'll talk about later.
The Elton? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was thinking about that. Yeah. Okay. I love it. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. You finally conquered it. It's gone. It's done.
It is finished. And I really, I enjoyed knitting it.
Oh, of course.
9 skeins.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Of worsted weight is a lot of yarn.
And
when it got to the point where I couldn't take it anywhere with me, it really limited it. So
really
it
slowed it down.
Stretched it out, and I'm like, I just want to be finished.
Yeah.
So we might have like one more cold snap that I could wear it, and I'll probably be in Italy. So
yeah.
But I will for sure be wearing it next winter. I'll just have to put it away.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I know. But
I would wear it, like that would just be my coat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And a friend of ours suggested she likes to wear long sleeve shirts even with her 3/4. Mm-hmm. But I think what I would do is wear mitts.
Gloves. Yeah, you have those gray ones. That would look
because I have great mitts, and
it's so pretty.
I'm so happy
God.
and so proud of myself.
And just finally, like it's, when you've had something on the needles for a while, it feels so good to be done, doesn't it?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. So good.
I love it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you slay anything else? Because I did not.
I did.
Okay, I did not. I have no finished objects.
So I was on spring break. In
that's right. It's so pretty. What's the yarn?
This is Savvy Skeins. One of our vendors at Camp Wool Slayers.
Oh my God.
And it is the Woodstock colorway.
It looks like a rusty...
Yes. Like rusty
piece of metal,
sky.
or like a rusty old truck.
I
love it.
I loved knitting with it too. So this is what it looked like balled up.
Ooh.
But I
love it.
Loved it. It's in their Optimum DK, which is 100% superwash merino, 280 yards. And it's Savvy Skeins. And are they at Fiberfest? I think they are.
I think so.
But they're also going to be at Camp Wool Slayers.
Yes.
And so even if you can't come to camp, you can come to the marketplace on Saturday at the Wimberley Inn from 10 to 12. And they're going to, hopefully they bring some Woodstock because it's gorgeous. I might have to buy more.
In Wimberley, Texas.
Yes, Wimberley, Texas.
More info in the Ravelry group.
Yes. So.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. What is that marker?
What is it called? Well, I'm going to talk about that marker.
Okay. I was like, is that a fail?
It was a fixed fail.
Okay.
So what is this pattern? It's the Storyteller Cowl.
Oh, I love that.
And it's a free pattern.
Bonus freebie.
Yes, and except I talked about it last time, or a couple of times ago when when I did the group of items.
Freebie reminder. I don't know.
Exactly. So, and the yarn that was used in the on the project page is similar to this. It's golder, but it's more like oranges and blues and gold. And
wow.
So I was like, when I saw that,
it was like done.
Yeah, perfect. And it really is such a perfect marriage.
Is that the same? It's not quite the same as those mermaid tails that we made, but it's close.
I think it is close.
I love it.
It might be the same.
Is it a fun stitch to do?
I
like those kinds of stitches.
It's very easy to memorize. So after I did my first, here, let me find that.
I was like,
I know, I'm just all over the place. So it's very easy to memorize. It's an 8-row repeat, and after I did the first 8 rows,
you were done.
I'm like,
you were like, got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Which is good vacation knitting.
Exactly. And I really thought that it would be one that I would do when I, was kind of by myself sometimes.
Uh-huh.
But I took it with me everywhere. So I finished it in 4 days, which is not that much yardage. I should have finished it faster being on vacation, but I had kids to play with and, But couple of things about this is I did it on like 16-inch needles. So they were really crushed together.
Whoa, but that helps you kind of be fast, in my opinion.
It was
when you're
not
having to bring it up when it's just like it's like I feel like a machine.
Yes. The other thing is
that's a lot of stitches.
It was,
because when you look at it, all of this was on a 16-inch cable. And that's crazy.
I know, it was. At first, I couldn't tell what was going on. God. I'm like, is this going to look good? But then it grew, and it was great.
That's funny.
So I like to weave in my ends as I go because they are annoying. But
that's the best way to do it,
right?
In my opinion.
But what I did with this was I wove in I didn't weave in the ends. Oh, first I did my long tail cast on with two strands because one from the outside of the ball and one from the inside because there were so many to cast on and I didn't want to try to estimate. I still ended up with kind of a long because it started getting all twisted up and I'm I'm so close to the end, I'm gonna cut. So I ended up with about 12 inches and I left it and I'm really glad I did because you have to slip your marker, right? When you're going in the rounds. At one point, my marker came off somehow. I must have set it down when I was at the beginning of the rounds, and it came off.
Yeah.
But I was able to tell just walking up from my tail, okay, this is the beginning. So that was one reason I was kind of glad I left it. And so I think I might do that from now on. At least leave a little bit of a tail so that.
Well, I like to weave them in and then leave a bit. And so as long as you end it, weave it in and put it back to its original spot, then it'll still help you as a marker.
Yeah. The other thing is, so when you're doing these lifted, it's not a smocking stitch, but when you lift, you essentially slip with the yarn in front. So you end up with a long float in the front. And you do that on 2 of the rounds. And so then it just says, put the 2 floats on your left hand needle and knit and then go on. It's not the best instruction. I had to experiment with how do they really want me to do this?
Like what?
Right. So, and I'm not going to try to explain it here, but what I learned is, and what I want to encourage people to do, I started out doing it a different way than I ended up doing it. I just experimented.
As long as it looks the same way.
Right. Well, but I ended up taking that out. I was like, I'm not sure what they mean. Let me try it this way.
It's kind of like with the knit 4 together. It's like, there's a way to do it that's not literally put your needle in 4 stitches and knit them. That's hard.
It is very hard.
And so you find a different way to do it. Yeah, as long as it ends up looking the way it's supposed to look.
Exactly. So I just experimented. The first time I did what they said, and I'm like, that doesn't seem right because it kind of twisted the floats. So then I undid it and I did it a different way. I'm like, okay, I think that's what it's supposed to be. So just encouraging to try
and
it.
that
and
was
then
more
go
comfortable
back.
for you to knit too. Like not everybody knits the same way. So
Right.
what works for one person
Right.
is like torture for another person.
Exactly.
And it looks awesome. So whatever you did worked.
Okay, so I'm going to take this marker out.
Yeah, I'm like, what did you do?
So what I did was, and I had a feeling, like little voice inside my head said, you're going to miss one of these floats.
Oh.
You're going to just knit past it and not pick it
Yeah.
up. And sure enough, I did.
No.
Just one.
Well,
just
that's
one, which
good.
is pretty amazing
Yeah, out
because
of
there's about
hundreds,
1,000.
yeah.
So what I did was, and you can't even tell, that's why I'm going to show this.
That's why you had it marked.
Yeah, because once I fixed it, you couldn't see. This one right here was the float that I missed. And so they were bars straight across. I duplicate stitched. I
Nice.
duplicate stitched about 4 stitches to the right of
Mm-hmm.
it. And then I,
Faked that float.
no,
Or-
the floats were there.
Oh.
I did the duplicate stitch for the stitch that was supposed to be holding those floats
Okay.
up.
I wasn't sure. I couldn't see when you were showing them.
Oh,
So I'm like, wait, which one was the mistake?
It's this one.
Oh,
So
the
then-
middle stitch.
So
Like
then, because I left the
Oh,
floats.
so you had to
I
make
had
a
to-
little,
So
you had to bring it up like this?
yeah. So
my
I
God.
did the duplicate stitch. Then when I got to the stitch that was supposed
Uh-huh.
to hold those, I still duplicate stitched it, but I made
brought
sure
them
to
up.
bring those up. And then I duplicate stitched a couple more past it.
Yeah.
And
You
literally
cannot tell. Like, it's gone now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Like,
Never gonna know
yeah.
which one it was.
I would have to look on the back at the
You're a wizard,
weaving it
Allyn.
in.
I love it.
Yeah. And
Good job.
It was amazing. So let me put it on because I haven't
Yes,
even tried
it's
it on.
so. Are you gonna double it? You could.
I don't know. I tried doubling it. Well, here. I've
You don't
got
have
this
to.
Giant shawl collar
Right.
on. No, it looks like I'm naked.
She's not naked.
I'm not naked. Okay, so it could just
so pretty.
be
Yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm, which is great.
Yeah. And then I can double it and have it be.
Ooh, and
up
it looks
here.
really good with this sweater, actually.
Yeah.
Like, the sweater
The
brings
blue.
out all the blue.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
cute.
It could be, but this.
On a really cold day.
Yeah, like if I needed to be really bundled up, like if I'm
Yeah.
in New York
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
something.
But you know, our whole like
otherwise-
inner cowl, outer cowl.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, I think
It's
I would
so
probably
pretty.
wear it like this. It's
Because it
super
shows
drapey.
it shows the stitches better like this.
It does, and the inside is still pretty too. It doesn't, you
Yeah.
know, it doesn't look bad.
Mm-mm.
So
Well
but
done.
I just loved this yarn.
Yeah. A DK cowl is one of the more fun things to knit.
Mm.
I feel like
Yeah.
remember that. Shoot.
What's it called?
That one by Susie that I knit
Oh, yeah.
with the split on one side
Uh-huh.
and it's lace.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember. It was from last year's Fiber
I
Fest.
sucked. That cowl was so fun to knit. Just the DK. Ugh,
Mhm.
yeah. It's almost as good as a hat.
Yeah. Well, this used 1.5 skeins.
Nice.
So I have half a skein left, and we'll talk about that later.
Ooh.
But I loved knitting
Well
it.
done. Storyteller cowl.
The colors.
Yes.
Okay.
So I lied a little bit. I do have a hoe, sort of. Sort of? So I have my sock tube, but it doesn't have a heel. So is it a hoe? Because I don't do
Yeah.
my heels till the end. I do both heels at the end.
Yes, because that's the hard part. The
So
heels are like,
The heels are
yay, I'm almost finished.
super fast.
Yeah.
Oh, and I had it every freaking time, you guys. Every time. I get the kick in the pants. With the stupid color change. Literally
2 stitches.
3.
3.
You son of a biscuit. It's fine. It's fine. It's my signature.
Right.
It's the style, you guys. Yeah, so Time Traveler, Knit Picks, Felici. It's just been a purse. And I've been really monogamous on my other project, but it was not the best to take 2 sub jobs with me this week, so this got done.
Nice.
So
That's a hoe.
it's a hoe. And it's just a vanilla sock tube, and I'll add an afterthought heel.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a hoe and a whip.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you got for whips? Do you want me to do mine, or
Oh,
do we
yeah.
have the same one?
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah. Do you have other whips
I
besides?
do.
Okay, do those first.
Okay. I have another one because, going on vacation, I took like 4
All
projects
the things
with
to
me.
cast on, yeah.
Yeah. So I actually did cast this on the plane home, which, by the way, I'm going to reinforce. Once again, I learned this 7 or 8 years ago when we first went to Jamaica. Still true, you cannot take knitting needles on a plane from Jamaica, right? You'd think that if the US TSA would allow something, other countries might allow them, but no. So, so I had to check my luggage, and originally I thought I would pack a crochet project because you can bring crochet, and I kind of wish I had taken the project because it turns out that one of the housekeepers at the house we were staying at, she crochets, and she totally could have helped me with my project.
Dang.
I know, missed opportunity. So, so I ended up buying a puzzle book. I'm doing crosswords on my own because, you know, I can't just sit there.
Yeah.
So, so the second flight home, 45, because we flew to Houston. Glitch. Okay, we flew to Houston, and so it was only a 45-minute flight from Houston to Dallas.
So you just got a little bit done.
Just got a little bit. I got a cast on. I did work on this morning.
It's pretty.
It is pretty. It's another one of the freebies that I talked about the last time, the freebies that were in my queue.
Is this one of those coasters?
No, it's a cowl.
Oh.
It's from Swift Yarns, and I didn't print the
title.
The title page. Okay, look at the bottom.
What is this? By special no.
That's how to do beads. Because you can do beads on this. I know, I'm sorry. Maybe it's called Spring Cowl.
Maybe.
Okay, it's on your screen. So, so I cast it on, and I'm using this Madeline Tosh, and it's a single, and what is it? I'll look at the tag in a sec. Come on. There you go. Oh, there we are. And so it's very similar in color to the yarn that she used in the pattern. I keep doing that.
You're such a copycat.
I am.
I'm fine with it.
And now I can't get this tin open. There. Okay. It's Tosh Marina Light in the fragrant colorway. And it's 100% superwash wool. Fingering weight. It's very pretty. It's very much like a flower.
It's very me.
Yes.
It's a Sallie pink.
It is definitely a Sallie pink. So, so I had it caked up. You know, I caked it up before I went, and I like it.
Is that as wide as it gets?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And is it super long?
Yeah.
So you don't wear it doubled?
Doubled, maybe tripled.
Pretty, but it's gonna take forever.
And it has these little
picos. Ooh, I love a pico.
I know.
But yeah, is it?
I don't know.
Kind of wearing you out a little bit.
Well, it's not wearing me out because I just started.
Yeah.
But
But if you have to do that same thing for
yeah,
it's almost like knitting a scarf.
Yeah, it is.
I would never knit that. I can tell you right now, I would never. I would run out of gas.
It's an 8-row repeat.
It's so pretty though.
I can't memorize it.
Oh no.
Because it's so lacy.
Yeah.
I can't really read what's below. Maybe if I chart it, because it doesn't have a chart. So maybe if I wrote out my own chart.
Yeah. You gotta have a chart. Although it's a free pattern. So I'm not gonna complain. But
exactly.
I would need a chart.
So, but it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. And I love that edge. But man, that's a lot.
See the picot edge. And I decided not to add the beads because I didn't have beads.
Was it beaded picot edge?
No.
Where were the beads? In the lace?
Yes, it's in the lace somehow.
That does sound pretty. But yeah.
But there were people who had done it without the beads.
No.
And it
I don't think you need it.
But not only am I
that would really wear you out if it was beaded too.
Right?
Yeah. So,
because it usually like 500 beads. It's not just 20, you know?
Right.
So I don't know. I think for me, I am enjoying it. It's fine. And not being able to memorize the lace is okay because I'm only going this short across. So you know right away whether or not you skirt up.
Right.
Because you won't end up at the right stitch.
Right.
My concern is I don't have a whole lot of knitting time where I'm going to be able to look at a pattern because like a lot of the times if I watch TV, well, I want to be able to look at the TV and not necessarily at the pattern. I feel like lace, even if I'm listening to something, it's too easy for me to get distracted and either pay attention to the pattern or pay attention to what I'm listening to.
I can't.
So
I would need a chart. I can do it with a chart. I can listen. I can watch TV with a chart. I can watch TV and knit with a chart. I cannot watch TV and read line by line.
Maybe that's what, I think that's what I'll do is I will chart it out because it's pretty simple.
Yeah, you could.
I can write 8 lines of
8
chart.
lines, yeah.
And the pearl, the wrong side rows are just purl.
Oh, that's good.
So, every other row is fine. And I am seeing more pattern in it. Like I can, now that I have a larger piece. That's one of those that you
need to block it. Like, and then you'll be like, oh my God, it's so,
Well, and that's the other thing I thought about. When I block it, I'm going to need to have
pin all
every one of these picots.
I will say I have blocked a picot edge without pinning them all out, and it was fine.
It was fine. Yeah. Well,
you just have to pull it. Yeah.
Well, I think I'd use a blocking wire. And then just pin the wire. But it's literally do these 8 rows 46 times. Oof. And since I don't know, I guess if I charted, I'd be able to understand the lace better. But I didn't keep track of how many repeats I did. I just was going to do it till I ran out of yarn.
Yeah. Because it doesn't matter.
Right. Exactly.
As long as it ends where it's supposed to end.
So maybe that's what I do is I make it smaller. I don't make it but that's the thing I liked about it was
that it's like a double.
It was big and frothy and just all this lace that you didn't really even see the lace. It just looked frothy to me.
Right, like just a puff. Yeah.
So.
Well, let it marinate.
Yeah. I'm not giving it up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to rip it out yet. But I think
a chart would.
I look at this and I'm like, oh my God, I have that much lace to do.
I know, right? It's like, ooh, it could be a long-term project. It's okay.
I love those.
Both of us love those so much.
Right. But
it's gorgeous.
And it's a provisional cast on. So, yeah. So that's my whip cracking. But I will be casting on. I don't think I'm going to take this to Italy with me because I don't really see my having.
You won't want to knit it. I wouldn't bother.
Because if we're touring, driving somewhere,
you're going to want to look around.
I'm going to look around. And then, if we're sitting at a cafe having a glass of wine, I'm not going to be knitting lace.
No.
So, I don't think that's going to Italy.
No.
I know.
So, is your other whip the one we both have? Okay, let's whip them out.
Whip them out.
Whip it out.
Yes. I can't believe.
Did I catch up to you? Okay, so it's our Eltons. So we're both knitting the Elton cardigan.
She totally. Oh my God.
So we're like Marco Poloing. And one night, randomly, we're both Marco Poloing, and I was like, "Where are you in your Elton?" And because she had gone to Jamaica, I caught up to her. We were literally within 2 rows of each other.
Yes.
It was so crazy. Cool. So I was like, well, I'm like, what were we like? I'm like
12
and a half repeats in, and you were like, or I was 12 and you were 12 and a half. Right. And I was like, what?
I know.
Nerds. We're such nerds.
I know. Did you bind yours off?
Mine's off the needle.
I did mine last night.
Okay. I did mine yesterday afternoon. It took forever. Did you do the tubular bind off? I hate it.
Oh, I don't hate it.
Okay,
I think it's fine.
But my yarn's a single ply.
Oh, that would be hard.
It was horrible.
Yeah. Mine's not a single ply.
We are literally at the exact same spot.
We are.
I love it! Okay. So we have both bound off our hems. How many repeats did you end up doing?
I think I did 15 or 16.
I think I did too.
Because it makes a big difference what material you have your sweater laid out on when you measure it. Because we were at the pediatrician's office.
I did 15.
And I thought that I was finished. But then I'm like,
And it's still short.
I laid it out on the paper they have on the exam table.
Good idea.
And because I was like, well, it's not too slippery, Yeah. And I'm like, oh, it's fine. Awesome. Well, then I laid it out on my coffee table when I got home. I'm like, no, I got to keep going.
I did 15. I just counted.
Okay, let me count.
And I will say, I'm going to be stretching the length when I block it because it's still kind of short. You did more.
Wait.
Ah!
I lost. I can't. Sometimes
I'm gonna
it's hard
show
to
mine
tell.
while you count.
Look at it.
Oh my god, I love it.
7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I did 16.
Yeah, I did 15.
Because the 16th one is where you don't finish the repeat.
Yeah. So,
Oh, that's good to know. I'm not happy that yours feels short, but I went one repeat longer and mine feels okay.
I did it to 14 inches though, so.
And that's what I'm saying. I think I went further.
Yeah.
I think mine's
I
more
think
like
I'm going to be
15.
fine with it because I didn't want it to be long. So I think it's going to be okay.
Right.
But I was kind of like, I tried it on after I bound it off and was like, oh, it's a little short. But also look,
Right.
there's a lot of room.
And I plan on blocking this aggressively anyway.
Yeah, because I want it to be open.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You want that light to be able to get through the mohair.
Exactly. So my beef with the tubular cast on with a single ply yarn.
Did it split?
At one point, my yarn broke.
No.
But luckily,
When you were sewing?
Yes.
Oh.
Because it was getting so fatigued.
Yes.
Like because you have to drag that long tail. Pulling it that long tail through so many times, like it was pilling. It's not the yarn's fault. Like it's Suburban
not
Stitch or
meant to
single
be.
ply. It's a single ply. Like you can't be like super. And it was like pilling, and all of a sudden one time I pulled it out and it was just all of it came. I was like, it's okay. I spit spliced it. I had enough, coming off the project to spit splice it.
It would scare me. I don't know if I could figure out, like if it lost stitches, I'd be like, oh my god, it's done. I gotta redo it.
Yeah. So I spit spliced it back together, like very calmly. I was very proud of myself, but I was pissed. But then luckily, that was like halfway through. And after that, because the tail was so much shorter, it got easier and easier and easier. Like the second half was fine.
I was down to about, because I just guessed, because mine
Oh god, I just went and like pulled out a bunch.
I had all this on 16-inch needles.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it says 3 times the
You're like,
width,
but,
and I'm like, I don't know what that is.
yeah.
So I just went boom, boom. And I had about 4 inches
And
left.
I honestly don't.
I think it'll look better when we block it.
I'm like, I don't
counting
see
on
what's
that.
so special about this bind off.
What's nice is it's stretchy.
Yeah, it is.
It's stretchy,
That's true.
and if you look at the edge,
I just don't think it looks that special.
It will when we block it. Because the tubular bind off is meant to, and I don't know if I can really show it, but it's meant to mimic, like it's supposed to look like it rolls over. Like the knit stitches go into knit stitches. But I think
mine's too fuzzy to appreciate it right now.
And
Because I just think it just looks like a bind off.
Well, mine, you can see, like if you roll it, you can see the knit stitches going into the knit stitches. But that's where I think that blocking will help because the tension is uneven when I do Kitchener.
Yeah.
And so,
I don't know.
essentially, to do tubular bind off, you essentially Kitchener two needles
I don't
together.
think I'm going to tubular bind off
The sleeves.
button band.
Oh, the button band.
Fuck that, man. It's going to be 10,000 stitches.
No, it's only 110.
Really?
But both sides. No, because you do it. I read the instructions last night. You do one side at a time, and then you do the neck.
Oh, the neck is separate? Oh, that helps.
Yeah.
Okay. I probably should read ahead.
That's true. Yeah, because if you had to do that many stitches again, you'd run into the same
Oh
problem.
my god, yes, because the tail has to be so long.
But
and then it drags through.
Could you do a shorter and then split splice when you get to?
I thought about it, but I didn't end up doing that. But I actually did take off some of my tail, and that's when it got easier because I was like, well, if I need it, I can split splice more
Back
on.
Right.
But oh man, I was frustrated. It took me like a solid 2 hours to get this much done. Oh. And then after, what is that?
I don't
Something
know.
just popped up on the screen.
I've never seen that. Okay.
And then after, and then it got a little bit better, and then it broke, and then it was a lot better.
Well,
but I was not happy.
The other thing about mine is I have silk in mine, and so that's stronger
that
too.
That helps. Yeah, that helps it slip
It's
through
plied.
too. Like me, I was like, you know, it was not fun.
Yeah, mine was very
And I love
easy.
Kitchenering. Like, Kitchenering is very soothing to me. It wasn't the Kitchener, but
Right.
the yarn was just, I was destroying it.
But I do love the stretch on the.
Oh my God. I
mean, that's going to be really nice when it's blocked out.
I love this fabric. So
I
mine's
agree.
Suburban Stitcher, single sock and mohair in the cranberry color.
And I think yours is more true to the original pattern.
Yeah,
how
because
a
it's solid.
Mhm. And mine with the variegated, I mean, you can you can't really see it there.
No, not on
But I
camera,
think
but
when
in
you
real
wear
life
it-
you can see the stripes.
Yeah. Hopefully, because when it's
I
like
can
that,
see
you
them.
can't really.
No, but
I'll have to wear something light colored under.
yes, for sure.
But I tried it on because Sallie and I were like, I
Yeah.
was like, maybe we'll have them finished by Sunday. No.
We're so funny.
And I was like, because all we have left are the sleeves and the button bands.
And the sleeves start like here.
Yeah. So I tried mine on, and they really do drop down
Yeah.
to here.
Yeah,
And they're not even
me
full
too.
sleeves. They're like elbow length.
Yeah, so it's only like this much sleeve.
It's 9 inches. But the reason I'm going to use, I think I'm going to do the sleeves 2 at a time, is because
I was thinking about it.
I have that much
yeah.
mohair left, and I don't want to
Right.
do this is
Me
still the
too.
first skein. Yeah.
I have a little bit more than you.
So I don't want to
Oh, because you did the other, you did
an extra
an
repeat.
extra repeat.
Yeah. I don't want to open up the other skein. I can just go until
both
there's no
ends,
more
yeah.
mohair. And you actually have a cuff of the main color.
Yeah, you don't stripe in the ribbing.
Right. So I'm just going to do 2 at a time sleeves and either do it till it's used up or do it to the pattern, whichever one comes first.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is so much.
Mohair goes forever.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You had to break into
broke
your
into my second
Me
skein,
too.
but
I just
not
sliced it
until-
on though. But look, I still have a ton. I'm gonna have a whole third skein.
You know what?
I have way too much of this yarn.
Mine was at the bottom of my 14th repeat.
Mine was in my ribbing.
Oh, yeah. So, and what I did this
I think.
time.
I don't know. Don't
Yeah, 'cause
listen to
there's
me.
mine.
I don't know.
So what I did this time, I tried a new thing where I kind of did it on the cowl, but I did it where I think they call it weaving it in as you go, like while you knit
it in.
Yeah, yeah, like,
I always knit in my ends.
and I never do. I always weave them in after the fact.
Yeah.
But this time I remembered ahead of time because you got to do it before
I
you
do
run
it all
out
the
of the
time.
first ball.
I do it all the time on my blanket.
Oh, yeah.
Because that way then you only have one. Because otherwise I would have to weave in 2 ends, but I only have to weave in 1.
Oh, because you
like
knit
the
the
end.
first one? Or the second one you
the-
knit when you knit the next one? Right. Color? Okay. Got it. So I remembered this time, like on the cowl, I forgot to weave in the beginning of the new ball. So I really only wove in the end of the first ball.
That's what I usually do. I don't usually do the part that you forgot to do. I don't do that.
Well, this
I need
time
to
I
look
did
this
that
up though.
Well, it's Fair Owl. It's you just put
Gotcha.
the tail
Gotcha.
in the part
Well-
where it'll be caught in your.
Do you remember how?
And there's videos out there.
Do you remember how Susan B. Anderson? I always want to say Anthony. Susan B. Anderson taught us how to, when we took her Fair Owl class, taught us how to lock in your new yarn. I do that every time.
I think I don't remember it.
I love it.
Yeah. And you
It's basically that. It's maybe so I guess I do. But I don't consider it to be woven in because I only do like 1 stitch.
Oh no, I did like 8.
Yeah.
10 maybe.
Okay, so I know how to do it. I just am not doing enough stitches.
Right.
Because then I still go back and weave it in.
So I don't. I
Gotcha.
won't need to.
I only lock in the 1 stitch.
I think I probably did it.
So you did it. You just did more stitches than what I do.
Yeah.
Cool.
So then all I
Okay,
have to
I'm
do
like,
after
I get it
block-
now.
Uh-huh. After I block, all I have to do is cut these.
trim 'em.
Like I don't have to weave anything in.
Right.
And I mean, there's not that many ends to weave in on this anyway. But I just wanted to practice that. Plus,
Yeah, why not?
I did it mid-row.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, somebody said, maybe it was Stephanie Pearl McPhee, like, you don't
shouldn't.
have to end your,
Oh, yeah.
you don't have to start a new ball at the end of the row.
Right.
You can always do it in the middle, just wherever.
Yeah.
So, I've been experimenting with that. So, that's what I've done on this.
Well, I am enjoying spit splicing.
Oh,
Spit
yeah.
splicing saved my butt when it
whenever
broke during the bind off. I was so mad.
Yeah.
So
I'm taking this to Italy because look how small.
Because you're not going to get it finished before.
I'm not going to finish.
Yeah, but you'll finish it.
Look how small.
Maybe on the plane.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
that would be
get
perfect plane knitting.
For sure the sleeves.
Yeah.
Maybe the button band. Like,
I'm not looking forward to the button band.
It's not, I'll tell you what, I read it.
But I just hate.
It's not bad. There's only like 4 or 5 rows.
No, I know. It's the picking up that I don't like.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that either.
No. It's so pretty. Don't you love the fabric?
Oh, I do.
And this, yes, like, I'm sorry, I interrupted you, but yes, it folds down into nothing. So it's perfect.
Because
And then you can wear it around Italy. You'll block it in your hotel room. And it'll be
exactly. And I looked through my button stash because I have 5,000 buttons because my grandmother never threw away.
And what do we need, like 7 or 8 buttons?
7.
Yeah.
7. And so I looked through them and I didn't see any that would work.
That were screaming me.
Right. Mm-hmm. But what it did was it helped me narrow down what I wanted because originally I'd been thinking I want like kind of a white pearly because this has some.
That's what I was
picturing
color for you.
Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't look good.
No?
Mm-mm. No, it's too. It's
like
too white. Like this is too big.
Yeah. But just for the color.
It's too white. It shows up too much.
That's not. You don't want it to be about the button.
Exactly. So I love. Sally did say because I was like maybe I won't put buttons because I don't normally button cardigans, and Sally's like no, buttons are jewelry for your sweater. I'm like oh, you're right.
Gotta have the earrings.
I know. So this random button was in there, and it is not the right size, not the right style, but the right
color.
It is multiple colors of purple.
I like that so
it's
much
not
better.
a solid. It is so much better,
Yeah,
and that's even the inside of the sweater. I shouldn't even show.
And even then, it won't pop out. It'll just be like, oh, there's like something catching the light right there.
Exactly. It won't
Love
detract.
it. Jewelry.
However, I did have these, which are a little blingy. And even though it's white and it is too small, it's
not so white. It's not so white.
Yeah, that's true. It's more yellow. But I kind of like the bling on there.
I like the aged kind of look of it. Yeah.
Oh, they're aged.
Yeah. I haven't even thought about buttons, honestly. I have no clue.
But
I might look for them at Fiberfest.
But also with yours, like I think I wouldn't do a contrast color.
No.
Because I even looked at clear ones, like maybe that, but they look cheap on there. They were too plasticky.
Yeah.
And it's such a nice
I have
yarn.
no idea what I want. No clue.
Well, I can't wait to look all through Italy for buttons.
I cannot believe I caught up to you and we're at the same spot.
I know.
This sucked up so much of your time. And this is like all I knit on, so.
Well, and I took this. Yeah. I wanted to have a new one for vacation.
For sure.
And
it's more portable.
Yeah, I took the Elton.
I know, but
it was my...
Like if you're going down to the beach or whatever, you don't really want to take your mohair.
And I will say mohair is very difficult to knit in the wind.
Oh, yes.
Because
it catches that strand. Yes.
And it will blow into my knitting.
Yes.
At one point, I had knit. Somehow I had knit it. So I had to go back 2.5 rows.
2.5 rows. Okay, because I had started. I was knitting the sock yarn, and looked down and I had caught my mohair, and so I was like,
that's what it was.
Like, but only like 10 stitches or something.
Oh no, 2.5 rows.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was not happy about that.
No, I was going to say I would not be happy. Okay, so we both have. Is the only trophy the same thing I have, or do you have other trophies?
Yes.
Show your. Is that your only?
No, that's the only trophy.
So not only do we have the same whip, we have the same trophy. Did you order from Pom Pom?
I did.
Okay, so we both pre-ordered from, and we both left it wrapped because we're so cute.
Well, I opened it.
Oh, I opened mine too.
I'm gonna save it.
I saved it from Pom Pom Press.
Interpretations.
I just love the packaging.
Excited. I know.
It's so cute.
It's so sweet.
Just a simple piece of paper folded. Like it's just literally paper.
Yeah.
But I love it. So we both have our interpretation sticks from our girl Hopi and Vera. It's hilarious that we're both holding it up.
I know.
And so it's gorge.
And I was in Jamaica when they released it on Ravelry, and I totally refresh, waiting, because they did it like 2 patterns at a time, and I'm
Yeah.
like, come on.
And see, I just watched it happen on Instagram. Like they just put, you know, like it just happened all day.
Right.
I love this.
And what's hilarious is Sallie and I have different favorites.
Yes.
Like, that's not my favorite.
I love this.
I
would wear that so much.
I love
all of it.
Yeah, there's quite a few I love.
That one stood out to me.
This brioche cowl, which is so simple, but that I just love. And it's with the same word, but that shawl.
Oh, so what word is it?
It's the first one. What is it?
Courage? No. Yes, courage.
Yes, courage.
So that was the Moonquake cowl and the Resolute wrap. And I do love both of those.
Yeah. But that Resolute wrap, I don't know.
It's so fancy.
I don't know if I would enjoy knitting that much lace.
It's a lot of lace.
It looks
it's
like
so pretty, though.
you could read it.
Yeah, and there's like breaks.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be fun. Mm-hmm. It could be, you know.
But I love the way she has it styled.
Mm-hmm.
In where is it? This one right here. I love how she did that. How she wrapped it. Has
and I love
tails.
even her little shirt with it is like perfect. Mm-hmm. So my sweater that I liked, instead of just being like, look at that one, it's called the understated sweater. That one right there. In case you're looking this up on. And I actually love that hidden sweater too. The hidden sweater that's the same word. Silence, I think. Yeah. How pretty is that? They're just so awesome.
This ravishing vest.
Okay, I actually do love that.
I love it.
I love that.
And I will say,
I would wear that.
There were when they started posting their testers knits.
Yes.
I felt like I could see the projects better.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some that I was like, oh, their tester knits made me want to make the project more than their sample knit, the one they made.
The ravishing vest, right? Yeah, I love that.
But long, because somebody made a short one that came like just past the butt, and I didn't like it as much.
Oh.
Whereas hers is long.
Hers long looks amazing.
Amazing. And what stinks is because it's in sport. Is it sport? Yes, sport weight. I have enough sport weight to make this, but it's alpaca.
Oh, no.
I'm not making a long jacket.
Oh my god, it would
go
be
to the
duster.
floor.
It would have a train.
Right,
yeah.
Right. So
and I love the cover sweater too.
And I didn't love it here. Love it. There's a tester one that is gorgeous.
What's it called?
It's in different colors.
Community tunic. Oh my god, it's so cute. I can't get it. Ugh. I'm sorry, I suck. At like camera work.
But the scarf,
the graphic yoke speaks to me.
I kind of want to make that in a short sleeve.
Yeah.
Like I would make that in a short sleeve. But there's one that their community
it's got pockets, you guys.
All right. I would wear the style.
Sorry,
I would wear.
I keep interrupting you.
Well, there was a
sample,
a tester that made it out of completely different colors, and I love colors. So the grays were hard for me in this.
Oh, I love it
because I wanted there to be more color.
I love
it. And so everything I kept picturing in colors,
which is fine.
Yeah. Like this one.
I like that they kind of. It's like a coordinated gallery of, it's like a runway show.
Mm-hmm.
Like it all goes together.
Well, this one, I think the construction of it is similar to the one I just made, the Be Kind shawl, in the turquoise and green with the white border. I think it's those kinds of short rows. And so I kind of want to make it in multiple colors.
Yeah.
And have it not fade, but colors that go together.
I also really like scale. I like both of these, the saltwater coat and
I love the Evolve shawl.
Hello, it's our girl Suburban Stitcher.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Oh, it's incredible.
Thrilled for you, Diane.
So this one was the only one that I was like, yeah, I love those colors. Because it's graphic. Because it's graphic and it fades. This picture right here is my favorite picture of it.
Yeah.
And
It's pretty amazing.
but it's just like those three colors, those
gorgeous.
3 grays together are just perfect.
Yep. And she will be at Fiberfest and at Campbell Flair.
Yep, Campbell Slayers, and I'm sure she'll have this kit. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
You know it.
Yeah.
I don't love this jacket because I don't think that's a style that looks good on me.
I love it. I think it's adorable.
I don't think I would wear it.
I don't know if it would look good on me, but I would try it out.
But you know, the tunic.
She's so cute. God, I love her.
I know.
We're just doing the whole book.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This tunic, I didn't, you know, like Sallie was like, oh, I love the tunic. I'm like, you know.
I love it.
Until I saw the tester in the other colors. And then sitting here thinking of it in short sleeves. I think that would be so.
But would you still make it tunic length?
Uh-huh. I would still make it tunic length. And I would wear it with a long sleeve shirt underneath.
Cute.
In the winter.
Yeah.
You know. And
Cute.
I would put the pockets. Because pockets are awesome.
Pockets.
And we were just discussing before this that an A-line shape looks good on me. Like that's the style. Excuse me.
That's what your body likes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
and it's comfy.
I was very excited to get my book.
Me too.
We got them on the same day, which was. I know. And it came with a little bookmark.
Mm-hmm.
Knits about winter,
which is another publication they have.
So cute.
I wasn't, like, I procrastinated a little bit on ordering it because
not me.
It's hard. I
ordered it that day, the day you were able to pre-order. So like 5 months ago.
Right. Well, I eventually was like, first I had FOMO, and then second I'm a completionist, and since I have 1 through 5,
I have to have it.
I gotta get sick.
I mean, I trust them. I don't care what's in it.
Yeah, but there are quite a few patterns in here I want to make. Now,
yeah.
That cowl, the brioche cowl, I doubt I'll make it in black and white, but I do like it in black and white.
I love it.
I think I just have much color in my stash, and so.
And I don't think they did this whole collection in shades of gray to be like, this is how it looks the best. I think it was just like, let's do it in shades of gray. Right. You know, it was just to make it cohesive. That was the word I was looking for, cohesive.
But it also uses sport weight. I feel like they did a lot of sport weight.
Oh, well, it looks so much squishier but sport weight is always.
It's just a little bit more.
Yeah, it's just a smidge squishier. I love it.
But I have so much fingering weight in my stash that I might just do it in fingering weight.
Yeah, well, it would work.
I can add repeats. It's not.
Right.
It's not one where you have to have a certain.
You're the boss of your knitting.
Number of stitches. But that.
Okay. I know.
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
I know. Get it.
Because we could go on and on about it. They are in local yarn stores, so check with your LYS.
West 7th Wool has it.
And I'm sure McKinney Knittery has it, and so yeah, check with your LYS.
Yeah, you don't have to order it from London.
No.
But I wanted to I just like pre-order. Okay, cool.
I wanted to make sure I had it the day I could get it. Yeah. And I knew I wouldn't get out to West 7th Wool to pick it up.
Right. And I didn't really realize that you could pre-order it, or I would have.
I don't think. Could you pre-order it through them?
I think so, but
essentially they would hold it.
I didn't realize it until after I'd already. I was like, oh, because I really like to, support. But
yeah,
sometimes I forget. Okay. So we have our review.
We have our review.
And do we have freebies?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Which do you want to do first?
Let's do the review first.
Okay. So we were so kindly sent this.
So I will say Notions Magazine, which is
with a K.
Yes. Like not ions, as my kids would say.
Not ions. Dorks.
Cracking myself up.
Nerds.
So I get their newsletter.
I do too.
I love their patterns. And they put in one of their newsletters, hey, we are looking for people to review our latest publication. And really they've had this publication out. It's called Shawl Stars. And
Shawl Star.
Okay. So it's yeah, thank you.
Yes.
It's been out for at least a year, maybe a couple years.
April.
Or 2018?
Yeah, so almost a year.
Almost a year. So they, but then they updated it and added 3 more shawl shapes to it.
43 shawl shapes, you guys.
That's a lot.
It used to be 40, now it's 43.
So
no, there were so many.
I know. So I responded and was like, yay, we want to do it. Please,
Yes.
please. So they sent us a copy. We each got a copy in Ravelry and of the original, and then it updated with the 3 new shapes. And if you have any interest in design, or if you have any interest in just knowing how knitting works, like how materials grow, oh my gosh.
It's fascinating.
It's comprehensive.
This is by Elizabeth Felgate, edited by Notions magazine. Just wanted to shout her name out.
Yes.
Because she put in some work, you guys. It's called Shawl Star, and it's just like a really comprehensive. It's like a class. It's like a shawl class in an ebook. There's even information about blocking, which I found very interesting. It's literally everything from how doing these increases or decreases makes the shape, all the way to how to block it to its full potential.
And the parts that I loved about it, every shape, not just every shape, every way to make a shape. So like triangle shawls, there's like 10 different ways to make a triangle shawl.
Right.
10
which
different
is
ways.
like insane to me.
And I mean, there were ways on there that I'm like,
what?
I never thought about that. You would do that?
Oh, and our favorite thing, we talked about this a little bit before, and then we were like, oh, stop talking.
Right.
So we can talk about it on camera. There's each shawl shape has a pro and con.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Not just the shape. Every way to make that shape has a pro and con.
Yes.
And it's so fascinating.
It's fascinating.
And it's the information you want to know.
Yes, because like if you're using this kind of yarn, you don't want to do this kind, like maybe don't do a tubular bind off with single ply. It doesn't, I don't think it says that, but that's my hot tip.
Right.
I maybe would have thought a little bit more about it, if I had read this first.
Right. Well, and then they'll say like, not good for self-striping yarn because of the way that your increases are, or the way the fabric grows. It's not going to show off the self-striping. Right. Like, did you know you can do a triangular shawl from the middle? Was it the triangular or was it the square? Square, maybe.
I don't know. There's so many shapes. I can't even keep it straight.
But if you think about it, if you're doing a square or rectangular shawl, and you do it from the middle and you use self-striping yarn, it's going to grow in like stripes or like an ombre or a gradient, like you'll see those stripes in circles. It'll look like a bullseye, as opposed to if you do a square or a rectangle from one end, it'll stripe this way. Right. So those pros and cons
completely different looks.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
It makes me want to go design something.
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of made me. I was like,
did it?
I mean, I will never. I'm not a designer, but I was like, I could.
Yeah.
It gave you that like, oh, I could do this.
Yeah.
Like it gave you like a confidence, kind of like. I was trying to see how much this cost.
I think it's $19.99.
I was like, that would be helpful information. So we'll put it on the screen. Sorry.
I think it's $19.99, and they sent us a link. Did you get the link?
Yes.
Okay.
We will be putting a link because it's like an affiliate link.
Yeah.
And so you could like help support the podcast by using our link for it.
Exactly.
Please.
Yeah. If you're going to buy it. Like, and
if you're going to buy it, use our link, please. And share it with your friends.
Right. But it really, and
it's cool.
I had no idea there were so many shawl shapes out there.
No.
Like the spiral one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's you guys have to at least go check out the pictures
to
see if you're interested, because it kind of blew my mind a little. Yeah. I mean, especially we're very blessed. We live super close to Fiberfest.
Right.
We can take all the classes.
Right.
But A, they're expensive. B, what if you don't live close to a fiber festival? This is, I swear, this is the same. Like, you could take this class at Fiberfest. Yeah.
Like, doesn't Vera Valimaki teach a shawl shape class?
I think so.
Because I think we didn't choose that at Hill Country
we
Weavers because we're like, we
did yoke sweaters or whatever.
Right. But I had no idea.
For $19.99, if that's the right price, you could have a very comprehensive class.
Because it would cost $65 at Fiber Fest.
Oh, easily. Yeah, that's what they cost.
If it wasn't an all day, because covering that many shapes would take all day.
All day.
And that'd be $130.
Yeah. And then you just, and this is almost, dare I say, better because you have this to reference back. Sometimes you don't like take notes or whatever in a class. I'm super into it.
Yeah. I just feel, I'm so excited to have it.
Yes.
And for each way to make a shape, they give you the instructions. Like how to start it.
Yes.
And here's how to continue
and that's why we're saying you could literally design a shawl using this information.
Yeah. It's line by line instructions.
It's
first row,
cool.
second row. Yeah.
I can't believe I'd never heard of it.
I know, me either. And I've been getting Notions for a long time.
I know.
So
anyway, super thank you to Notions Magazine and super thank you to any of you who use our link to buy it because that helps us and helps you because you're going to get this awesome tutorial. Like, it's very cool. And, like, we are shawl knitters.
Right.
I didn't think that I would learn anything.
I know, right?
And I did.
How arrogant of us, right?
I mean,
we know it all.
I've made, like, so many shawls. Yeah, blew my mind. It was very cool. So check that out.
For sure.
Yes. And do you have freebies?
I do.
Let's move on to freebies.
I have Be Freebies, which I forgot to pull up. It's on my checklist. It's on my podcast checklist to pull this up before. So that all I have to do is turn my phone on, but I forgot. So now y'all are going to watch me entertain Sallie.
You know, I mean,
I know, right?
God, you're worthless.
So unprofessional.
Just kidding.
Okay, so this week's theme.
You're already done? Like, that was not even that bad.
I know. Okay, so this week's theme, I have half a skein of this.
Oh, I wondered when this was going to come back. Okay.
So
half a skein of DK.
Half a skein of DK.
Okay.
And it's 54 grams, so about 140, 150 yards.
Okay.
So I searched up what I could make
with 54 yards of DK.
With 150 yards.
Nice.
So
54 grams. I said yards.
Yes, 54 grams, but
okay, cool.
150 yards. So there's quite a few things. I think I have 9 or 10, and they're all free.
That's amazing.
A noble cowl, which is a pretty cowl. Oh, and look, somebody made it a headband.
Well, that's adorable.
That's pretty clever. Mm-hmm. I probably won't make this since I already have a cowl out of it.
Unless you were going to gift it or something. Yeah.
Right, except it also has a lace pattern to it, and I'm not sure how the variegated would do well with the lace.
True.
So
I wouldn't be able to see it, but very cool.
Right. Bink's hat, which is a cable hat, and I can't believe it only uses 150 grams or 150 yards.
Wow.
But I don't. Maybe if you. Oh, it's probably the child size.
Oh, and then it's like 54 grams up to
210
but still,
yards. 130
you can make a little kid's hat.
I could. I'm not.
Lake
Lake
Reed. I like that a lot.
I know, and it has a folded brim, so this might also be one of those where like the child size is. No, it's one size, and it's 153 to 175 yards. But I think it's not as deep. That last one was pretty deep. But look at that top.
It's really cute.
Yeah. Again, cables, I'm not sure how I want to do it with that.
That's true.
With that variegated. Then basic beanie is really a basic beanie. Mm-hmm. And it looks like there's a couple of options with a folded brim or just a ribbed hem. But
look at their perfect pom-poms.
Right?
Those are so perfect.
I know.
Get out of here with that.
Right? I know. But I love their color combination.
Oh my God.
The pink and orange with that black on top. Probably not making that one also, though I think it would look nice in that variegated.
Mm-hmm. It would show it off.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like doing just straight stockinette. I could.
I always feel like doing straight stockinette. Always.
Infinity are lace mitts.
Those are cute.
And I think those are really cute. And look at twisted rib. I can spot it everywhere. I am hating it less.
Me too.
Like, maybe I've just done it enough now. I have the muscle memory, so it's not awful. And I love the effect. Like, the twisted rib on these.
It is really nice.
It just pops. It looks so
I am
nice.
hating it less.
Yeah. This is 150 to 200 yards, so I might be smidge. Oh, okay. The ladies' medium would be 150 yards.
Yeah, and you could just make the
could
cuff
do
a
that.
little smaller.
That's true.
Yeah.
But also, if I were to do mitts, I'd do 2 at a time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that I could
For sure.
manage the yarn management. Okay, but this one, Friends, I think this is the one I'm actually gonna make.
Oh my gosh, it even looks kind of like yours.
Right.
Yeah.
And
those are cute.
It's a basic.
Mm-hmm.
It has like 4x1 ribbing on the fingers, and I don't know if you do cuff first or fingers first. Probably cuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd love to do it the other way so that I could just go till the end of the yarn on the cuff.
Probably could figure it out.
Probably.
Yeah.
It goes from 70 to 160 yards, but the sizes are from small child to adult large. So,
yeah, you're right there.
And yeah,
you're close.
So even if it ends up smaller, I still have enough yardage.
Yeah.
But I think that's the one I'm going to go for. Now, this flashpoint hat, I can't believe it's free.
I've seen this before.
Because we were 6 chicks.
Oh my God, is that the hat everyone made?
Uh-huh.
It's really cute.
It is super cute. And I tried so hard. Or maybe, was it when Chicks with Sticks was doing a brioche knit along?
Maybe.
I
oh my
just
God,
didn't
and the black and white
is
is so cute.
And I love the orange and white.
I don't love the orange and white.
I know.
But I love the black and white.
Yeah.
That orange and white looks weird.
Oh, see, I love the orange and white. And
I think it's because the orange is the white is speckled.
Oh,
it's kind of weirding me out.
Maybe.
Oh, it looks good on though.
Right.
I like it on.
Yeah. I can't believe this hat is free. It looks like a
It's fancy.
Katrine Schubert hat.
Yes.
You know, she does all the brioche. But it is so adorable. But I don't want to do one color brioche. Like, it wouldn't show the pattern off.
No, you'd have to put it with like a bright white.
Mm-hmm. Another.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Car hat, Kaarre. How
many A's are in there?
2 A's. I know.
Say what now?
I know. This is one that has floats on the outside, so
cute.
it would maybe look good paired with that.
Oh my God, the little kid, the little baby. Oh, that's cute.
Wearing a grown-up hat.
Yep.
Right.
With a big fur pom pom.
Big pom.
Cute.
Okay, and then the final one, Irma hats, which has
I like that.
It looks like it's just traveling stitches, not necessarily cables. But look at that top. I love that.
Really cute.
Yeah. So I might have to make that anyway.
I don't know that, again,
that
might be too variegated, but man, that's cute in that gray.
I know. It's DK.
I would make that.
What could I do? DK. How do I make, like, just, no, 2 fingering makes worsted, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think 2 fingering weights make worsted.
Yeah. Maybe a lace and a fingering would make.
I think 2 lace makes a DK.
Oh, I thought 2 lace made a fingering.
I don't know.
Chime
There's
in.
a website.
Chime in the comments.
I have to look it up anytime I'm trying to.
Right. Well, I could use my wraps per inch tool.
Look at us using our tools. Who'd have thunk?
We have them.
It's so hard to remember to do that.
I know.
That is really cute.
Those are the Be Freebies.
Good job.
Thank you. I know. And I searched that as soon as I finished this because I was like,
what can I do
with these?
Yes.
So,
yeah, because you don't want that yarn to just go to waste.
No, not at all. I don't want it to go in stash to be with something else. I want it to just be by itself.
It's very cute.
Thank you. I love it.
It really should be called Rusty Truck.
Right. Rusty Pickup.
Rusty old
I know.
pickup.
I don't know why it's called Woodstock. I don't know. But
I dig it.
No, I love it.
All right. Anything else? We still have a bed available at camp.
And we have...
And then there's single rooms.
Right. There's 5 single rooms available.
Yeah. But there's one bed and a queen bed. A queen bed available in a double occupancy room. And I think that's the only camp.
I think so.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. If there's any makers that want to send us anything for the raffle table or...
Oh, yes, please.
Swag bag. Yeah.
We need your help.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Oh, so I was going to explain why I had a rough week.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I'm
you
fine.
don't have to.
Okay, no, I need to because You guys have heard his little click-clacking. You probably, if you follow me on Instagram, me personally, you know that Builder passed away this week. My dog. I don't know that I ever showed his face on the podcast just because he's really private and he wasn't into it. He didn't want to be shown on camera. But I posted pictures of him all the time, and he was always click-clacking. He had the weirdest toenails, and they were so loud. Like, they grew like... And they click-clacked on my wood floor when we would podcast at my house. And he was always farting while we were podcasting, because God forbid he'd be more than 2 feet away from me.
Right.
At any point. And so he would lay next to me while we podcast and toot. And it
bothered her more than it bothered me.
Well, because it like hit me first. And so he's gone. He passed away at home. We were going to put him down actually tomorrow. Monday, the 20, whatever tomorrow is.
25th?
It would be we were going to put him down on March 25th, and he passed away Tuesday, March 20th or whatever. So I'm super sad because it was traumatic being there with him when he passed away, because like I said, we thought we had another week with him. But he was old. He was like 14 years old. Maybe. He could be older. We don't know for sure. And but we gave him a good life. R.I.P. Builder. We miss you. It's going to be weird when we podcast at my house next time, because I'm going to be like looking at his spot.
Right.
So anyway, I cried a lot. But he's in a better place. He was pretty miserable. So now I feel guilt that we didn't put him down sooner. But whatever. I was going to feel guilty either way.
Right.
So anyway, that's why I had a rough week.
But you recovered.
I did. We're fine. Amelia took it the hardest of all of us.
And I'm not surprised.
Yeah, she goes, but I've known him my whole life. That was the first thing she said. Like, as she's just, and then she goes, and we're never replacing him. I was like, okay. And 5 days later, she has stuck with that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Nolan.
Too much heartache.
Nolan asked 10,000 questions about the process, and then was like, "Can we get a puppy?" So they're very processing it differently. But so anyway, I had to explain why one of our little mascots, he's gone, and we're not getting a dog anytime soon.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can ever do it again. Like, it's too hard. When they die, I can't take it. I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah, it's been, until we got Daisy, it was a long time since we had a pet.
I don't know if it's worth the heartbreak.
Right.
But we'll see. It hasn't even been a week, so.
Right.
I'm not making any absolutes.
Right.
But anyway.
Yeah.
To those of you who already reached out because you follow me on Instagram, thank you. Your kind words were very appreciated. I didn't think I would be this upset about it, but I was devastated.
And she even said last time we recorded, she said, this will probably be the last time you see a Builder. As I'm walking out the door, I'm like, nah, you say that every time. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And
I just knew he was, he had lost a ton of weight and he was real miserable. So I'm traumatized.
I know.
Okay, anyway, sorry to be a downer. I did get bangs the same day. These are my grief bangs.
Grief bangs. But it was therapy, because I
had Hair-apist. I went to see my Hair-apist.
Oh my God.
I can't afford real therapy, so I got Hair-apist. But anyway.
Oh, you cried.
Sorry to end on a downer. I should have talked about that first so it wouldn't be such a downer. Sorry.
I know. Okay.
Go buy the Shawl Star. Use our affiliate link. Go book a room for Camp Wool Slayers.
Come join us at Camp Wool Slayers.
Yes,
It'll be fun.
It'll be a fun time. But come find me at Fiberfest.
Yes.
See if you can recognize me without this one beside me.
I know, right?
She won't be there. But if you see me at Fiberfest, say hi, because I'm horrible with names and faces. So you have to come to me. And that's it.
That's it. Okay, bye y'all. Don't forget to slay.
I was like, say it. Bye. Bye. tail. We glitched again. You glitching little. Look at
Glitchers,
my
then.
look at my face. Joelle, look like it's time for your glitching. Okay. Sorry, I had to talk to my camera.